All right, welcome to Zeke's Garage. We are in the shop today, and we've got kind of a special episode for you here today. We're gonna have a welding class, kind of a welding challenge, if you will. And you know what? First of all, I don't know that we've covered relationships here, so I want to kind of introduce everybody that's sitting here and who they are and how we're all related, and then we'll just go from there. So, without further ado, let me turn this around. Okay, I am Carl, and this is Cindy. She is my wife, okay? This is Candace. She is my daughter. Kyle, that you've all seen in the videos, is my brother-in-law, which is her brother, okay? Younger brother, by the way, just if you're interested. Matt is Candace's husband, okay? And these two cute little kiddos, Mallory, say hi. And Colin belong to Matt and Candace, okay? So that's how we're all related. I don't know that I've covered that in any other video. So there's that. And today, we're gonna have a welding class, okay? Matt and I have done some welding. I've never worked at a place where it's required me to weld, but Matt currently does, and he gets a lot of welding in it where he works. So he has probably the most welding experience of all of us. Kyle, tell us your welding experience.
Slim to none.
Have you ever worked anywhere where it was required?
It's kind of required at my job now, but you know, there's other guys that actually do it.
And so you don't get any at all at your work now?
No.
Okay. Cindy, welding experience.
Big 0.
Okay, Candace.
Same here.
Okay, so the game plan here is to kind of put these three, Kyle, Cindy, and Candace, together and teach them how to weld. Matt's been through a welding class. I haven't. I've kind of learned from my dad and School of Hard Knocks, if you will. So we're going to teach these three what we know, and we're going to have a little weld off here. Who's going first? Wow, no volunteers.
Sure.
I'll let the girls go first.
All right, Candace is up first. Let's do a class first. All right, so this is kind of our welding station here. This is the back of the frame of the 46. You guys seen in all the videos? If you're good viewers and you're watching. So this is the skid plate off my buggy project. Figured it was good for a table here. I've cleaned up a spot where we can get a good ground. I've got a magnetic ground on it. So we've tested it. You can see that. We do have a good grounding system here. So we can just set something there and it will weld. Matt's going to give them the basics. Get over here, Kyle, so you can learn. And we'll go from there. So we'll turn it over to Matt.
Thanks. Okay, so usually first step, you kind of get it where you want to see right there, and then you hit the trigger and it's going to spark. But then you're going to want to, you can do circles, but you also want to watch your speed, because you'll see like a puddle, starting to puddle up, but you don't want to sit there the whole time, because then it would just sit there and puddle, make a big puddle.
So you want to move. Teach them about stitching something together. I think that's more important.
So stitching something together, you can first tack it. So you kind of go there, just put the trigger, sit there for a sec, and then let off. It'll be tacked. And then you kind of go around, tack. That's where it's good. And then you can start like doing your puddle. You can rock it back and
see what he's doing with the tip. You guys come over here on my side and watch close. He's kind of doing a sewing back and forth motion.
back and forth.
See that? That's important.
So that's what you want. You want to sew them back and forth, or you can. I've seen people do circles.
Yeah, I do kind of a half moon.
Yeah.
Is my method.
I usually do half moon. Kind of just go back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
And I watch the puddle, and you can see in the puddle where there's like a little open. That's when you know, okay, you're doing good. You're good on the speed. You can see that opening.
And it takes a minute to learn that.
It takes a minute to learn, and you'll notice it once you do more and more.
So throw a hood on, Matt. Okay, guys, this is my MIG setup here. It's a Miller-Matic 175.
Yeah, 175.
And it has the speed dial on the front and the wire speed and the temperature. Sorry.
Yeah, wire speed.
On the front, so it's not one of those that does everything for you, even though it's called the Miller-Matic. It doesn't do the setting's automatic for you. So you gotta know what material you're working with, the thickness of each, and set it yourself.
First thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna tack it like I usually do. So you just watch your eyes, just so you know.
No, I didn't.
I don't think it likes the.
Yeah, maybe you don't have enough ground between the two.
I'm gonna
weld that one together. Okay, cool.
do it good. There you go. So now I can tack it.
Okay, and that's all it took to stick that thing together to where, see that? Okay, and now show them the sewing motion that they need to know.
How do you do that with not being able to watch? We're not supposed to watch.
Grab the other hoods. Get that fire going. You can see that food break that line in there. Okay, what do you think, guys?
Well, it's not perfect, but
Not perfect, but pretty dang good weld there.
you saw the C, right? What I was doing. And the speed, you want to watch your speed, because if you're going too fast, then you're
You're making holes and stuff.
making holes in, well, not making holes, it's not getting the good penetration.
Yeah.
And if you're just sitting there too long, it's just gonna get way hot, and then it's just gonna, that's where your hole's gonna be cut. So. Yep.
Yep.
So you want to find there.
Find that happy medium where all you hear is a brrrr
Did you hear that
noise.
noise? That's what you want. So the resting tip, I got the tip. So the resting tip, well, the rest in your hand is kind of.
Yep, I always do a resting,
He always.
a two-handed
Yeah.
hold, I guess is what you'd call it.
So kind of like this, where one finger's on the trigger, your other hand's holding that, and then when you're ready, you can hit that trigger and start welding.
Gives you way more control over
Gives
what's
you more
going
control,
on.
because if you're not, and you're like this, see how it's.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep,
so
you're
wobbly.
shaky or floppy.
I like to
I think that's
also.
kind of how I was when I was trying to weld the.
I always
Frames.
do a braced.
I always brace it somehow where it's comfortable, and you got control and movement. And just follow it back like that.
Okay, you ready?
I guess so.
Alright, Candace
fine.
is up first. You're gonna watch with that hood.
I'll help her. So grab it.
Okay, she's gonna weld that there.
Just grab it. And don't be afraid.
Scared.
You're not going to do anything.
And it takes, just so you know, I'm gonna be right here a second. It takes minimal movement, so you're gonna move it about like this is all, Candace. See how that feels at your hands? Very minimal movements. That's all you need to do it to weld it. Okay?
There you go.
Sounds great. Keep going.
Keep going. Okay.
Wow. Look at that.
You see how
That's like stacking dimes there. That's awesome. That's impressive.
So you see how right here at the beginning, where you kind of started and then you jump forward, and then there's that gap
Because I
because you
stopped and
stopped and then started again, and then you got these rings right here.
Smaller
can-
rings.
smaller
move
rings.
Faster.
You're moving like that, and then you stop. There's a gap. And you can see kind of bigger rings where you slow down a little bit, kind of where it puddles, but it's not bad. That's pretty
No,
good for.
That's a great weld. He's just showing you your technique there.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Okay, Kyle.
Should come over and
You
do
can-
this side, Kyle. Right over here.
Yeah.
You can go.
We're gonna suit him up. Safety suit. Super suit.
Me and Carl
Kyle
will
the
just go.
super welder.
Me and Carl go.
I don't know about that.
I think that works.
Right. That's good. Do the safety squint.
You can hide behind the tip.
Okay, any questions, Kyle? You've seen most of what's going on.
Any questions?
What are your questions?
Concerns?
You pretty good?
Yep.
Saw Candace?
Feel comfortable?
Okay, we're gonna have to go over all that with Cindy since she's not here. She's taking care of Colin, who's kinda ornery, kinda sleepy.
So on this.
Yep, just listen to it. That welder will tell you everything you need to know. Okay. See what you got going on. Hold it up where you can see it. Pull the trigger. Okay, you're alright. There you
There we
go.
go.
Okay, show him how to cut that off.
So if it's too long,
If it's too long,
you kind of go like that, and then just raise that. Yep. Pull
okay.
it. Where you? Yep, that's good.
Okay, comfortable? Test your movements first. Too far away. Shorten that up. Okay.
There you go.
Sounded good to start.
Hold that trigger.
Keep her going. Sounded good. Kyle getting a do-over. Make that hood fit you if it's floppy.
Splattered it.
Yeah,
There's quite a few holes in it.
that's okay. It's just sometimes how it goes.
Okay, well, we'll get Cindy over here.
Alright, two back up.
You did alright for
I'll hold.
Alright, Cindy's suiting up, wearing the apron of safety.
You probably want those gloves. Cindy was, well, can you get it?
Alright, she's latched in. Nobody else latched in. Alright, Cindy is up. She's been schooled. We just went through the whole process. I didn't bore you with that because we've already covered that in the video here with Kyle and Candace. She says she's ready. Get comfortable there, hon. We're gonna
attack it first. You have an idea. Pull that trigger a little bit.
Yeah, a
longer.
little longer. That ain't much of a tack.
There you go.
Okay, get serious with it. Sounds great.
Maybe too fast.
A little closer. Okay.
That's not bad.
Now, for your very first time under the hood,
It's not bad.
that's pretty dang good, I'd say.
It's more over on this side. I couldn't see the line after it went dark.
Yeah, it's a little hard
Yeah,
sometimes.
that's a practice thing. About where it's gonna be.
About right there.
Okay, give her a go. See what you think. Batter. There you go. There you go. Get closer, a little closer. There you go. That's what you need right there. Okay, you're working away.
You gotta get back into it.
Get back in the groove. You're too far away with that electrode. So chop it off at the top there. Oh, chop it off.
That'll be fine. Once you hit.
Yep. Hit it and push in because you're too far away there.
Now go, when you hold the trigger and then go in a little bit. See how it's flying in? Too far.
Too far away.
So scoot your hands in a little bit more. Okay, hit the trigger. And what? Okay, hold the trigger.
There you go. Perfect. Right there.
Perfect.
That's perfect.
There you go.
And focus on your design. Okay, you're off.
That's perfect.
Yeah, see how that
Good.
end, see how good that looks at the end? Lift your hood.
So right here,
Yeah, come back and
you started good, but then when you started going this way, you started,
pulling away.
it started to go away, and then it's creating a distance. You want to keep the distance like how right here, like perfect. And where your hand was, it was too far
far
back,
away.
so you had to bring your hand up a little bit more.
Okay.
Okay, so we got all done. How did everybody think? How did everybody think they did?
How you feel about what?
How you feel,
I think I did good.
Okay,
Good.
Kyle.
Cindy?
I could be the first loser.
The first loser. But how do you feel? Do you think you're not afraid
I
now?
could probably do a lot better.
Okay.
With what?
Just
Practice?
everything, yeah.
Yeah.
Practice and
Yeah, it takes practice, but are you not afraid of it now? You feel like
I still am a little bit. You know, there's still
That's
a
okay,
little thing, in, you know, kind of in the back of my mind about it.
but we'll get you out of that.
We'll get you out of that.
You'll be
All right,
comfortable.
Cindy, how do you feel about it?
Pretty good. My first time, I guess.
But you're not afraid now.
No.
That's good. Okay,
So how'd they do?
they all together. They did awesome for their first time, I would say. If I have to pick a winner, do I have to pick a winner?
You have to pick a winner.
Okay, so if I have to pick a winner, I would say it was Candace first,
I agree.
because she did very good for her first time. That was awesome.
Light, yep, that's a light.
But for Cindy and Kyle, it's a tie right there. It's hard to break because they're both. That was awesome for their first time, I would say. So right there for second, it's tie in my book. And so it was a little fun. This was fun to do. Everybody had a good time, right?
Right.
So next time, who knows? Maybe we can get Carl's dad and me and Carl stick welding.
Yeah, if you want to see us do a MIG competition, me and Matt, he and I have about the same experience. I mean, I'm way older than him, but he does it every day. So he's way more practiced.
Or if you want us to stick weld. If you want to see us do that,
Yep, leave us a comment.
leave it a comment. So everybody says next time.
Next time, we'll see you later.
Watching.
Watch it.